All right, guys, as we are entering the final week of the semester, I'm giving you the opportunity to review for your final exam, which we will take in January, as well as have the opportunity to take an extra credit assignment. This extra credit assignment will be worth a 100 test grade, which can greatly improve your grade. So if you are in need of extra credit, this is your opportunity. So everyone will have to do this, but the extra credit does come into play with the percentage that you score on it. So first, you need to go to Canvas and click on the modules, scroll all the way down to week 17, the final week, and click on extra credit EOC review for me. Now, it is very important that you read this information because it tells you what exactly you're supposed to do. So we are going to be using a website called USA Test Prep, and this website is a review website for the EOC. So you're going to click the link to access the sign-in page, but we're going to do that in just a second. What I want you to do is I want you to read the directions. So we're going to be completing practices for 8 of the standards that are covered on our test. 4 reading literature standards, and 4 informational texts. So that's what you're responsible for with this assignment. You have to complete practice assignments for 4 reading literature assignments or 4 reading literature standards and 4 reading informational text standards. Now, let's go back up here to the sign-in page. So you're going to click the link to sign into the to access the sign-in page. Your account ID is Trojans84 with a capital T. Your username will be your first name, period, last name. For example, John.Doe. Okay. Your password is Trojans20 with a capital T. And you'll be coming to this website. So I'm going to be using my student account, which is Copeland Test. Again, yours will be your first, period, last name. All right, so mine automatically populated the Trojans 84. Yours may not. So make sure that you put in the Trojans 84 here. Once you have a green check mark, then you have the account access code correct. Put in your first and last name with a period in between and the password as Trojans20, and then click login as a member. Now, when you get here, it's going to come up to this page. You're going to ignore all of this down here, and you're going to go straight to the practice page. So when you click on practice, it's going to bring up a bunch of different tests that this website covers. But you're going to come right over here under EOC and click English 2. When you do that, you will see the very long list of standards that we cover in English 2. Remember, you have to do 4 for reading literature and 4 for reading for information. Okay, I don't care what 4 you do because all 4 are tested, all 8 are tested, excuse me. But you have to click 4 random standards here for you to go over. So I'm going to click on complex characters. Now, before I do that, I do want you to see this dot rank system. So your goal here to get the 100 on this is for you to have yellow dots. Yellow and green is good. If you have purple or gray, that's not good. Gray means you didn't attempt that standard, so I won't be focusing on that. But you want to get yellow dots, which is between a 66 and an 85, or green dots, which is an 85%. If you have a star, that's amazing. You have done 100% of the assignments, and you have 85% or higher on it. But again, I'm only wanting you guys to shoot for 66 to 85. This is proficiency. So I need your dots to be yellow. So let me show you what you're going to do. I'm going to just click on characters here. Okay. When you click on characters or any of the other 8 standards here, it gives you options. So if you are unsure of what complex characters are, it gives you 4 different videos that you can watch. Then you have vocabulary, questions, and performance tasks. Our bread and butter is right here under questions. Okay. When you click that, you can click random, beginner or advanced. And this is going to give you the level of questions. I would prefer that you click random because our test is a very difficult test and they don't change the question difficulty based on who is doing it. But I know most of you guys are going to click beginner so that you can get through it. That's fine. All right, once you get to this page, you're going to, of course, choose your teacher as me, and then you're going to click your class period. Okay, right now I have English 1, English 2 first period, and then figuring this out. Now this figuring this out, this is for me, and it'll only show up on mine, and that's just as my test page. Okay, you're going to click begin, and it's going to give you some short passages, and you're going to read and actually answer the questions here. You're not going to do like I am and just randomly click through, but you are going to actually read these questions and the passages. Okay, get through this fairly quickly. And it will tell you what the correct answer is, and it'll give you an explanation as to why you may have gotten that question wrong. I want you guys to make sure that you're actually paying attention to why you get a question wrong, so that way you won't make the same mistake twice. Some of the passages are longer than others, but most of them are quick reads. All right, so once you hit that, get to the 10th question, it's going to come up results, and it's going to tell you what you did. So because I just randomly clicked through it, I got a 20%. All right, remember our goal is 66%. So banking off of this, I would need to either try a different standard or try this standard again. Now, here's the fun thing about this website. For each practice that you do, you earn tokens. Okay. So for this, I earned a 20. For this 20%, I earned a 1 token. All right. So if I go back to my standards, you see here I have purple dots. Okay. Remember, I need my dots to turn yellow to get credit. Now, here's what you can use your tokens for. If you go to the game arcade, you see that it'll tell you how many tokens I have. And here's games that you can play. Now, there are some free games that you can play where you do not have to have tokens, but you may have to play against someone. There are some where you don't have a opponent or whatever. But with these free ones, you do have to answer questions before you are able to access the game. So if you're trying to play the game arcade, you need the tokens. All right. So if we go back to our practice, remember to get there, we click on practice, we click on English 2, and this is where we're at. If I can go back and try these questions again, and choose a different level, beginner, random, or advanced, and I have that opportunity to turn this yellow. All right. So that's what you're having to do. That's what you're going to be doing for your extra credit review. I need 8 yellow circles to give you a 100 test grade. And to make the pot sweeter, it'll be 2 100 test grades. So 8 yellow dots equal 2 100 test grades. All right. If you have any questions, please let me know. Remember, you are doing reading for information and reading for literature.